Hey everyone. I'm actually doing a series of videos. They're going to be one short version and one very long version. The long version of this is actually like 45 minutes long, goes into a lot of details. I'm actually doing a teachable series, and it'll take me a few months to kind of put everything together. But again, this is the short version. So let's get to it, and don't want to waste your time here. So this right here is how to actually respond to some of the messages on LinkedIn. And so typically we talked about on one of the videos that there are these four categories based on the daily list and that sort of thing. And so you might want to take a look at that and how to generate a daily list. So this is a short list I did, and I kind of cleaned it up. And I kind of replied to people beforehand and only reached out to a couple people today. Usually my lists are a lot longer. They range between 30 and 50, responses per day here. And so I'll just go ahead and cut to the chase. And if you want to know more about this list, go ahead and ask about it, and I'll go ahead and point you to the right video to it. Again, this is the short version and kind of the free version, and hopefully you'll get some information out of it, and you'll be able to answer information properly. Now, the important thing is with LinkedIn is really communicating properly to individuals. It's not about selling. It's about social. It's a social network, and it's about relationship building. And so this social interaction network type building thing is really important. It's like a dating scenario. If you're here just to sell, it's not going to do. You're not going to do very well for the most part. You have all these different people on LinkedIn, over 600 million people now, and they want to know what you can kind of do for them. And so they want genuine connections, and they want to kind of know you first, and then understand you, then like you, then trust you. And then under messages, you see right here, go ahead and click on that. And that's the fourth icon there. And what happens is you go ahead and grab from the list of that individual that was interested. And we're going to do it in order. We'll do one interested, we'll do one maybe, and then one other, and then talk about not interested. So, and I already answered this question on another series. I kind of went through the thought process on how I answer, why I would answer it, and that sort of thing. But I'll go through it quite quickly. And so this person here, let's see here. I gave her my information, so I'm going to scroll up and just kind of give you the understanding of the whole path. So the first thing I did was look at my previous message. What is the conversation going on? Why is it talking? What are we talking about? And so what I've done was, hey, I wanted to connect. This is kind of what I'm doing type stuff. Hey, thanks for reaching out. I'd like to learn more. And so I gave her a video, and then she wanted to kind of meet this Friday. And so after we she actually connected with me. And then we said, can we meet Friday? I said, great. This is my contact information, which I don't mind sharing. Give me a call. Sure. And then Phyllis gave me her information, and I don't want to show that. And so I actually arranged a meeting. So I actually looked through the message, and I actually usually I right click and look at their profile. And then when I look at their profile, it tells me more information about them. And I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. But there are two things that you want to do. You actually want to go through the messaging, and then you want to go to the profile to get a better understanding of who the person is that you're talking to. Also, if they want to connect with you, they will a lot of times provide a phone number or information or whatever. And they don't actually provide information. You can go to their sales navigator. And the net on Sales Navigator you should actually have, because you're using that to actually target. And that's a paid service, and it's the benefit of having that. One is that it keeps LinkedIn off your back. Number two, it's a great tool to help and to do searches and things. We'll have a tutorial on that, but we don't want to talk about that right now. So this is her information on there, and it doesn't have her phone number. So I responded appropriately. And so I get information on what's the best number, is this the best email for you, that sort of thing. And then she accepted it. What I've done after that is I created on my calendar to actually post a meeting on that. And so let me see if I can open up my calendar here and give you an idea. And today was kind of blocked off free, so I don't have much going on today, but she wanted to talk at 10 a.m. on Friday. Okay, so today was kind of blocked off here. Tomorrow I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 meetings, and this is the meeting that was set up, is sent out, and I actually sent a nice little message in the bottom. Okay with her. So that is an example of an interested response there. Now let's go back and let's look at something that's maybe, and let's just take one of these, right? And we're just copying and pasting. And this person right here, I sent some initial information out. Maybe we're connected since June of 2017. I said, oh, he's doing a startup, and I sent some information, yada, yada. I should have had a different campaign he got caught up in, and he wants to know more information about what I'm doing. Says, hey, you should talk to my business partner. Great. And so in this case, it was a maybe because he wasn't interested specifically, but he referred me to his partner, and he actually gave me an email. So I don't know the conversion on this particular message right now, but what I've done is I sent him an email, and I also confirmed his email address through Sales Navigator, and so I emailed both of them, and then I replied back here and said, make sure you received it, and it's coming from my email. I don't know if he's going to reply back or not, but I know in a day or two I can check up on this message and do my due diligence. So that's an example of how to handle a maybe. You kind of want to only post what you need to, keep it very light. All right, so there's others, and then there's not interested. Let's talk about not interested. There's two versions of not interested. One says, hey, not right now, maybe in the future. That's totally fine. They're in the not interested category. But you notice this little red block here. I've actually added the URL because I want to blacklist this individual, because this individual has no intention of wanting to hear anything from me in the future. When they say no thanks, this is something I can't help you with, those are very definite answers, and you want to, however you create your system to do this, or however you handle this. When I say system, I usually mean a way of handling stuff. However you want to make sure that you do not want to send them any further messages, you want to go ahead and do that. Another thing is others are things like anything that doesn't have to do with your business, or someone selling something to you, or a response that's anything other than those other categories. And so here's an example of one individual. I'll go ahead and put their information. And the video is a little longer than 3 minutes. It's a lot of info. So here it is. Donnie, I've known him before. He's actually got a new job. I congratulated him for his job, and he said, yeah, it's going crazy. And I said, hey, well, I totally understand. If anything to do, just let me know. Between you and me, this is my new thing, and this is what's happening with me. And this is very subtle. I added on a thanks for the new job message. And so you can also sneak those messages in there, because a small percentage of those people will actually reply, and they may need whatever it is that you are providing. All right. So one other thing too, I think I do have one video out on how to run searches on it. So I think that's good for now.